Have you ever pondered what would occur if in the blink of an eye, all humans vanished from the face of Earth? Imagine a world where the hustle and bustle of human life abruptly comes to a halt. Picture our bustling cities, our sprawling metropolises suddenly devoid of human activity. The streets, once teeming with life, become eerily silent. The ceaseless hum of machinery, the constant blur of cars, the chattering crowd, all come to an abrupt and unsettling stop. The world as we know it would change drastically. Airplanes would fall out of the sky, no longer guided by human hands. Cars would roll to a stop, their engines stalling without drivers. Factories, their gears no longer turning, would fall silent, their smokestacks ceasing to belch out smoke into the crisp, clear sky. Power plants would shut down, plunging the world into darkness. Cities, once the epitome of human achievement, would stand as silent, empty shells. But what about the animals, the plants, the ecosystems that have been living under the shadow of human activity for millennia? In the absence of human interference, wildlife would begin to venture into the abandoned cities, exploring the strange human-made structures with cautious curiosity. The cessation of human activity would also bring about an immediate change in the environment. Without the constant emission of pollutants, the air would gradually clear, revealing a sky bluer than we've seen in centuries. The rivers, no longer choked with waste, would run clear and free, teeming with life. However, the disappearance of humans would not only affect the animate world. Without constant maintenance, our buildings, our roads, our monuments would begin to crumble under the relentless assault of the elements. Nature, given enough time, would reclaim the concrete jungles we've built, wrapping their steel and glass structures in a green embrace. In the void left by the human race, nature begins to stir, ready to reclaim what was once hers. This is a world without us, a world where nature has been given a chance to breathe, recover, and flourish. A world where the earth at last is free to heal. In the emptiness of a world without humans, nature does not hesitate to reclaim her dominion. The ceaseless pulse of life, ever patient, seizes the opportunity to assert itself, to expand, and to thrive. The cities, once bustling with human activity, now stand silent. But in this silence, there is a new kind of hustle. It's the hustle of life returning, of nature asserting itself, of the planet healing. The once rigid, gray concrete structures are now canvases for the master painter that is nature. Over time, the buildings that scrape the sky are now hugged tightly by vines, like a mother embracing her long-lost child. The trees, those silent sentinels of time, sprout from within the concrete, breaking through windows and rooftops, reaching for the sun, reclaiming what was once theirs. Roads, once filled with the incessant hum of cars, now lay silent, only to be crisscrossed by the soft patter of animal feet and the whisper of the wind. The streets, once lit by artificial lights, now bask in the glow of the moon and stars. The urban landscapes, once dominated by human-made structures, gradually transform into lush green wildernesses. The steel and glass surrender to the relentless, quiet strength of nature. The cities, towns, and villages become green cathedrals, monuments to the resilience and tenacity of life. And it's not just the vegetation that thrives. Wildlife too seizes this chance. Animals, once confined to the fringes, now roam freely. They adapt to these new, human-free environments, thriving in the absence of their greatest threat. Nature, in her infinite wisdom, doesn't waste time mourning the absence of humans. Instead, it seizes this opportunity to heal, to grow, and to return to a state of balance. The earth breathes a sigh of relief, shaking off the weight of human interference like a bad dream. As concrete jungles transform into real ones, the animal kingdom expands without constraint. The world, once dominated by humans, now belongs to nature once more. It's a testament to the indomitable spirit of life, a reminder of the resilience and adaptability of nature, and a poignant echo of what once was. Freed from human interference, wildlife experiences an unparalleled resurgence. Imagine, if you will, a world where the once endangered creatures are no longer shadowed by the specter of extinction. With humans out of the picture, nature's symphony resumes its harmonious rhythm, uninterrupted. The air vibrates with the melodies of songbirds, the rustle of leaves under the paws of predators, the murmuring of brooks teeming with life. In the absence of human activities, the landscapes that were once scarred by deforestation begin to heal. Forests regrow, providing shelter and sustenance to countless species. Those animals that were once pushed to the brink of extinction, such as the majestic tiger or the playful orangutan, find their populations rebounding. They roam freely in their natural habitats, unthreatened by poaching or habitat loss. In the oceans, the story is much the same. Coral reefs, once bleached and dying, start to regain their vibrant colors and diverse marine life. Whales and dolphins traverse the seas without the fear of colliding with ships or getting tangled in fishing nets. The seas teem with fish, and the food chain rebalances itself, with predators and prey achieving a harmonious equilibrium. The skies, too, are not left behind in this revival. Birds of all shapes and sizes soar freely, their migratory pathways no longer disrupted by human-made structures or pollution. The skies become a dance floor for these avian creatures, painting a vivid tableau of life in its most natural form. Insects and pollinators, those tiny yet vital cogs in the wheel of life, also flourish. With the absence of harmful pesticides and the return of diverse plant life, they thrive, ensuring the continuation of plant species and contributing to the overall health of ecosystems. In this hypothetical scenario, the Earth transforms into a sanctuary for all wildlife. A testament to the resilience of nature, it's as though the planet has hit a reset button, allowing life to thrive in all its varied and beautiful forms. In the absence of humans, the Earth's fauna thrives, painting a picture of what once was. Without the constant assault of human pollution, the Earth begins to breathe again. Imagine, if you will, an Earth where the air is fresher, the water clearer, and the skies a deeper shade of blue. This isn't some fanciful dream. It's what could happen if humans were to suddenly vanish from the planet. In the absence of industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust, air quality would dramatically improve. Without ceaseless pumping of harmful pollutants into the atmosphere, the air would slowly but surely return to its natural state. The smog that once cloaked our cities would dissipate, revealing clear blue skies. Asthma, respiratory diseases, and other pollution-induced ailments would become things of the past, at least for the remaining species. Now let's turn our attention to the water bodies. Without the daily onslaught of industrial waste, sewage, and plastic, rivers, oceans, and lakes would gradually regain their purity. Marine life would thrive as the waters become less acidic and more oxygen-rich. Coral reefs would start to recover and the fish populations would bounce back. The absence of human-made greenhouse gases would also have a profound impact on climate change. The warming of our planet would slow down, and over centuries, perhaps even halt. The melting of polar ice caps would decelerate, giving a fighting chance to species like polar bears and penguins. Without human interference, forests would flourish, expanding their boundaries and becoming denser. This green expansion would absorb more carbon dioxide, further reducing the greenhouse effect. The Earth's lungs, the Amazon and other rainforests, would breathe easier, their destruction halted. Even the soil would recover, free from the non-stop assault of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Earthworms, beetles, and countless microorganisms would work their magic, enriching the soil and promoting the growth of lush, healthy vegetation. The Earth has an incredible capacity to heal, to renew, and to flourish. It's a resilience born of billions of years of evolution and adaptation. Without us, the Earth begins to heal, showcasing its incredible resilience. But what of our creations, our buildings, our art, our technology? We've left a profound footprint on the face of this Earth. But in our absence, even the most enduring of these constructs would face their inevitable end. Our towering skyscrapers, once symbols of human ambition, would stand silent and empty. Exposed to the elements, these structures would start to deteriorate. Concrete would crack and crumble, steel would rust, and glass would shatter. The once bustling cityscapes would transform into ghost towns, shrouded in an eerie quiet. Our homes, once filled with warmth and laughter, would also succumb to decay. Roofs would collapse under the weight of time, walls would crumble, and nature would creep in, reclaiming what was once its own. The everyday items we took for granted, our clothes, our books, even our cherished possessions, would fade and disintegrate, becoming indistinguishable from the Earth they came from. Our technological marvels, too, would meet a similar fate. Satellites, once our eyes in the sky, would tumble out of orbit, burning up in the Earth's atmosphere. Our data centers, repositories of our collective knowledge, would cease to function without human maintenance. The digital memories we stored so carefully would be lost to time, like whispers carried away on the wind. Infrastructure wouldn't fare any better. Highways would crack and buckle, bridges would collapse and tunnels would flood. Our once intricate networks of transportation would become impassable, swallowed up by the relentless march of nature. In the grand scheme of time, our constructs, our cities, our technology, even our art, are but fleeting shadows. They are not as permanent as we'd like to believe. In a world without humans, these symbols of our civilization would decay, crumble, and eventually disappear. The earth would heal, erasing our temporary marks as if we were never here. In a world without humans, our constructs crumble, and nature erases our temporary marks on earth. In this thought experiment, we glimpse a world healing from the wounds we've inflicted. As the dust of our departure settles, the earth breathes a sigh of relief. It begins to reclaim, renew, and rejuvenate, a testament to its inherent resilience. The overgrown cities, the flourishing wildlife, the clear skies and clean waters, all paint a picture of a planet regaining its balance, thriving in our absence. This is not a tale of doom, but one of recovery, a reminder of the delicate interplay between humans and nature. Our actions, or lack thereof, have profound implications on this balance. The Earth's ability to heal itself is a beacon of hope, yet it also serves as a stark mirror, reflecting our sometimes destructive presence. As we imagine a world without us, it begs the question, how will we choose to coexist with nature moving forward?